First at 9:30, we go in focus on artificial intelligence and the creation of fake content online that is already causing problems for Oklahomans. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Craig Day. We're going to tell you about a state representative who says someone used AI to create a video of him saying racist remarks. We'll also talk about how people can tell if something is AI generated and how state lawmakers took action to make it a crime to use AI to make intimate images and video. And what's Congress doing to address problems caused by AI?
We're going to start with a recent case involving Oklahoma Democratic Party chair and state lawmaker John Waldron, who says someone used an AI-generated audio clip to make it seem like he was making racist comments. He says, though, a forensic analysis later confirmed that clip was fake and that it made it sound like he was talking about former Oklahoma Democratic Party chair Alicia Andrews.
That was an interesting moment. The audio tape was pretty crudely made and it didn't sound like me. And moreover, the words did not reflect who I am. So it was really concerning that somebody was out there representing that as my words and my message. So it becomes really dangerous when people use a false racial message in politics. It pokes at a wound that we've always had.
He now plans to introduce a law at the state capitol next year to deal with this issue.
Staying in focus, it is harder to tell. It's becoming harder to tell what's real and what's not because AI is getting better every single day.
News on 6's Sam Carrico has expert advice on how to spot AI-generated content and how you can protect yourself. Sam?
Craig and Lori, they say anyone who creates that kind of content has a responsibility to use it wisely, but the public also has a responsibility to carefully vet anything they see online. When John Waldron heard the fake AI-generated audio released of him, he knew exactly who could help.
The fact that I had this relationship with a former student who knew the history and the context and had the technical skills to address the deepfake really resonates with me. I think it's an example of the universe coming back to me, the energy I put out coming to my defense.
That former student is Tyrance Billingsley, the founder of Black Tech Street, a website that covers technology. He says when he heard the audio, he knew something was off.
So I heard it didn't even really sound like him. But then just knowing what I know about AI, having been in this space, I could tell. So it was important to get it kind of run through a couple of different tools. I recommended tools to the Black Wall Street Times and others.
Experts say all it takes is a few seconds of your voice to be recorded. Then people can plug that recording into a website, and before you know it,
they've created a fake audio of your voice saying something you didn't even say, just like this.
Although that's not perfect, Madi Kodayar with the University of Tulsa says AI technology is getting better by the day.
And now it's time to build AI detection models to detect if something is fake or not.
Kodayar says there are things people can look out for when they think something might be AI.
You can see some odd patterns in the audio signals that can raise some red flag, and you can detect the fake audio. So it can be some odd pauses or some unnatural stops in the audio, or it can be some robotic tone, for example.
The good news, though, is that as AI becomes more advanced, experts say that AI detection is getting more advanced as well. Lori?
All right, Sam, live in Tulsa tonight. Thank you. Oklahoma lawmakers recently passed a law here that adds sexual images created by AI to Oklahoma's Intimate Images Abuse Law. It expands the law to include non-consensual sexual content that's been generated by AI. So that includes generated images and video showing a person engaging in a sex act that didn't actually happen. Sharing intimate images without permission has been a misdemeanor in Oklahoma since 2016. Creating AI-generated intimate image abuse in Oklahoma, also a misdemeanor. But prosecutors can upgrade that charge to a felony if someone makes money off those images or if someone is convicted of doing it repeatedly. People convicted a second time would have to register as a sex offender. That bill goes into effect November 1st. Well, a few months ago, when the bill was introduced, we talked with the Tulsa County Sheriff's Office about the growing concerns of the use of AI. Detective Matt Gray says he is already seeing AI being used to sexually exploit children in the cases he investigates.
What we're seeing is the individuals they're taking the face off children that they find online, they're cropping it, and then they're putting it on an artificial intelligence body.
Detective Gray says you need to make your social media accounts private and be very careful about who you let follow you, and that's a way to help protect you.
The U.S. Senate voted against a proposal that would have imposed a 10-year ban on state laws that regulate AI. All but one senator was against the ban. Oklahoma Senator James Lankford was also against including an AI ban inside a budget bill.
This bill is a budget bill. It's not a policy bill. And so when you make it a budget bill and try to regulate an AI and basically limit states from doing that, it's a pretty sloppy way to do this. There's wide bipartisan support to say we need to be able to step in and to be able to do something to make sure we're managing how the government handles AI. But that needs to be handled in a broader debate on a policy bill, not on a budget bill.
Governor Kevin Stitt and 16 other Republican governors also called on Congress to allow states to regulate AI.